Okay, let's talk about turmeric. You've seen it in those fancy golden lattes, you've probably seen it in supplements, and now it is everywhere in skincare. So, what's the deal? Is this golden spice just the latest wellness trend, or is it an ancient secret that modern science is just now catching up to? We're gonna get into it and figure out what's real and what's just marketing. I mean, listen to that promise. It's the kind of thing that's been passed down for generations in India. This idea of a magical paste that can literally transform your skin. It sounds a little too good to be true, right? But believe it or not, this isn't some fairy tale. This is where our whole story begins. So, what is this magical paste? Well, in India, it's called an uptan. And for centuries, this has been the secret weapon for brides to be. You can think of it as the original all natural skin boot camp, designed to get you that absolutely unforgettable wedding day glow. Now, the cool thing here is just how simple this is. You've got chickpea flour, which is basically a super gentle scrub to get rid of dead skin cells. Then you have turmeric, our star player, for all that brightening power. And the milk or yogurt, that's not just a mixer. It has lactic acid, which adds moisture and even more gentle exfoliation. It's a whole treatment in one bowl, straight from your kitchen. Okay, so magic is a great word, but it's not very scientific, is it? So for this next part, we're going to swap the kitchen for the lab and break down what actually makes turmeric work. Because as it turns out, the secret isn't the turmeric itself, but one very specific, very powerful compound inside it. Everybody meet curcumin. This right here is the hero ingredient. It's the powerhouse that gives turmeric that crazy bright yellow color, and more importantly, it's responsible for pretty much all the skin benefits we're about to talk about. And check this out. This shows we're moving way beyond just tradition and into hard science. This is the actual molecular structure of curcumin. Seeing it like this is just a great reminder that behind these ancient remedies, there's a real chemical reality that scientists can actually study and measure. So, what does this stuff actually do for your skin? Well, the research points to four main jobs. First, it's an antioxidant, so it fights off the environmental junk that causes wrinkles. It's also an anti-inflammatory, which is great for calming down redness. It has antibacterial properties, which can help with breakouts. And this last one is huge. It's a tyrosinase inhibitor. In simple terms, that means it can help stop your skin from making extra pigment, which is key for fading dark spots and evening out your skin tone. Okay, so we know what it does, but how should you use it? This brings us to the big debate. Do you go DIY and whip up a mask in your kitchen, or do you head to the store and buy a professionally formulated cosmetic? This chart pretty much lays it all out. Going the DIY route is super cheap and all natural, but it can be really messy, it might stain your skin, and you never really know how much of that active curcumin you're getting. On the other hand, a formulated product gives you a consistent, non-staining dose, and it's often boosted with other great ingredients, but it's going to cost you more. It's a classic trade-off, really. Control versus convenience. Now listen up, because if you do decide to go the DIY route, this is absolutely crucial. The turmeric you have in your spice rack is not the same kind you should be putting on your face. The stuff for cooking, curcuma longa, will stain your skin yellow. No question. What you're looking for is something called kasturi manjal, or wild turmeric. It's grown just for cosmetic use. And get this, it doesn't stain. This tip is a total game changer. All right, so whether you're making a paste or using a pricey serum, you have to remember that turmeric is a powerful active ingredient. And you know what they say? With great power comes the need for a little caution. So let's talk about how to use it safely. It's the obvious question, isn't it? If this stuff is so powerful, can it also cause problems? And the short answer is, yeah, it absolutely can, if you're not careful. Besides that famous yellow staining we talked about, turmeric's potency means it can definitely cause irritation. We're talking redness, itching, you name it, especially if you have sensitive skin. And if you use it too much, it can actually strip your skin and leave it feeling super dry. It's a really good reminder that natural doesn't always mean gentle. You gotta respect what your skin is telling you. So, how do we dodge those problems? Easy. Just follow these four golden rules. 1, always do a patch test first. 2, never put straight turmeric on your skin. Always mix it with a buffer like yogurt or honey. 3, slap on a good moisturizer right after you rinse it off. And 4, and this one is completely non-negotiable, use sunscreen every single day. Brightening ingredients make your skin way more sensitive to the sun, so SPF is your absolute best friend. All right, you've picked your method, you know the safety rules. Now for maybe the most important part. What kind of results can you actually expect, and how long is it going to take? Let's be real for a second. This is a realistic timeline if you're using formulated products. In the first month, you might notice things feel a little brighter, a little more hydrated. But it's not until maybe week 6 or 8 that you could start to see dark spots fading. Real, noticeable change that often takes closer to 3 months. This is not an overnight miracles fix. It is a marathon, not a sprint. And that really brings us to the biggest takeaway of all. I'm telling you, it does not matter if you're using a DIY mask or a $100 serum. If you are not using it consistently, and if you are not protecting your skin from the sun every single day, you are completely wasting your time. Consistency and SPF, those are the real secrets here. So we're back where we started, ancient remedy or modern science. But as we've seen, it's not really one versus the other, is it? Modern science just helped us understand the why behind the ancient remedy. It put a name, curcumin, to the magic. So the real question isn't about which one is better. It's about which approach, the traditional DIY path or the modern formulated one, is the right fit for your skin, your lifestyle, and what you're trying to achieve. And that is up to you to decide.